I think in this day and age, it's important to remember that it's time to go green or go home. So here we have DC Direct Green Lantern Series 4 Hal Jordan Power Glow. The nice lantern bubble design on the front. A cool picture of Hal Jordan all glowing up. On the top we have other figures from the series. On the back it says, "The universe is a big place, and there are enough lanterns in the cores to police it all." Another nice photo of the figures in the series. And on the back it shows off the figures in Series 5. Alright, one thing to note when I was checking out this package, I thought it was kind of funny that when you go down to the lantern design, which, I mean, obviously has these circles right here. Let's zoom in so you can get a closer look as well. What is that little circle pointing into? Found that to be a wee bit odd. So I'm going to go ahead and rescue old Hal from his plastic prison, and we'll take a closer look at the Green Lantern. So here we have Mr. Jordan out of his plastic prison. And he is looking so freaking green-tastic. His accessories are a nice Green Lantern stand with the translucent green. And of course his lantern made of the same see-through translucent green. And I think this is pretty epic. On the Hal himself, you can see that he looks really nice against the light. The shadow play that the translucent green makes looks really awesome on a shelf. You can see on his head that the only paint detail are his eyes painted this pearly looking white, and I really like that. Really nice sculpt all the way around his head. You can see the meticulously sculpted lines throughout his hair, and the musculature of his face with the mask. And he's got this nice degree of movement up and down. Of course it can turn all the way around. As well as, since it's on a ball joint, have this nice pivot to it. Say what? The well-crafted sculpt continues down to the chest, but as you can see, my Green Lantern logo is tamper-graphed on really crooked, and it bugs the crap out of me. I do like the metallic green that's painted around it, however. You can see the nice muscle detail put in that carries through onto the back as well. One thing you should notice while I'm reviewing this figure is that everywhere that there is a connection point for articulation, it's really cool how you can see what they used. I really like that feature. Now the arms can do a full rotation around, they can go in and out, rotate right there at the bicep. It's got a single hinge at the elbow, as well as the wrist can rotate. Now his left hand is sculpted to where it's got an open pose, mainly so it can hold his lantern. Whereas his right is a closed fist, and as you can see they even put the ring on his finger. One thing I did notice is that the right arm seems to go up a lot further than the left arm, and I don't want to force it because this is see-through plastic. There's no torso or waist articulation whatsoever, but he does have a swivel in the upper hips that can go forward more so than back. And it looks like he has a pair of balls in there. He has a hinged knee and a rotation at what would be the upper boot, although it looks pretty jacked up when you actually rotate it. And nothing in the way of the feet. However, his right leg does have a peg hole in the bottom so you can put him on the stand. The left doesn't. One thing is for certain, that having him on your shelf, he will definitely stand out. The sculpt is excellently done, and overall a very solid piece. As a standalone figure, or even next to your other superheroes, this is going to be one that pops out and makes people look at him. So let me know down below what your favorite Green Lantern character or toy is.